Hi, welcome to a brand new vlog. So in case you're new here, my name is Diane. I'm an indie author. I have one book out currently. It's a little poetry collection called In the Interest of Letting Go. I also work in film and television, and I'm currently working on getting my first debut novel ready to publish later this year. And yeah, I make videos about my life and my writing process and all that stuff here on YouTube, and you're watching one of them, so subscribe if you like the vibe. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say a big thank you. A huge thank you to everybody for all the love on my last video. Every single comment on that video just made me feel so good. Like, it made me feel so loved and so like held. It was so beautiful. It's exactly what my soul needed. It's what my heart needed, and I am feeling a bit better. And while I know that, you know, it's not just gonna turn around in like a week or two, I know that this is gonna be a process. I do feel better. I do feel a little bit more like I can breathe, a little bit more like all the things are more manageable. I don't know, I know that I'm not fully out of it yet, but I do feel better. I do feel like I'm getting through it. I feel a lot more hopeful. And I just want to thank you so much for all the comments, all the lovely comments on my last video. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for this space, and yeah, it just reminded me that being a part of this community, being in this space really is healing. It really is healing for me. So yeah, thank you and welcome to a brand new vlog. We're gonna move forward, okay? So during this last week, as I've been sort of starting to feel a little bit better, I've been starting to feel myself get a little bit lighter. I was doing a bit of reading. I was reading through my draft of Ben. And by the end of the week, I could feel the shift in my imposter syndrome. I could feel it slowly waning. It's still here. It's still going strong. But I felt the difference from like the Monday to the Friday. Monday, I could barely get a couple pages a day. It was just awful and everything was bad. Everything was bad. By Friday, I was able to read like 10, 20 pages and like not want to die, not want to throw this in a fire, and I love that. So my goal for this weekend, today is Sunday, February 16th, by the way. I actually have a long weekend this weekend. I have tomorrow off as well, so this vlog is gonna be today and tomorrow, and my main goal for this weekend is to finish the read-through. To finally finish the read-through of this draft. I am past halfway now, so it feels things are less daunting now. Things feel a little bit less daunting. I feel like this process is gonna go a little bit quicker now, and I'm excited to get into it. So for the next 2 days, I'm gonna be focusing mainly on the read-through. I also decided, because as I was reading during the week, there were some kind of bigger changes that I'm thinking about. Like there's certain scenes and chapters that I think might need to be moved around a little bit. Like something needs to be, I want to take something out of one chapter, combine that into another scene in another chapter so I can get rid of that one chapter, because I do feel like I have one or two scenes in here that don't really stand on their own strong enough. They're not strong enough to stand on their own. So I'm going to be doing some amalgamating. I'm going to be doing some rearranging. And so I decided, to be able to conceptualize it and really see it, I think I need to do some scene cards, which I don't think I've ever done for this book. I have done scene cards in the past, but I don't remember doing it ever for this book. Like I have my outline and stuff, which is like the scene by scene breakdown, but I've never done actual physical scene cards. So I think what I want to do is make scene cards for the next draft. That way I can kind of spread everything out and then move things around as needed. I mean, it's not huge changes. I think it's just like 1 or 2 chapters that are going to be kind of moving, but I want to physically be able to touch it, hold it, and move things around. I think that will really help me to kind of wrap my head around everything. Anyway, I'm gonna make some food because I actually haven't eaten yet today. So I'm gonna make some food, do some reading. I'm gonna be kind of breaking it up a little bit today. I want to do mostly reading, but I also need to move around because I've been stiff. I honestly think the stress and the depression and just everything has really, I mean, I'm normally pretty stiff and sore all the time, but lately I feel like the last 2 weeks have really, my body is just so tight, like everything is just so tight. So I do want to I want to move around a little bit today. I think I'll be doing some reading sprints essentially, and then have little breaks where I'm kind of doing things around the house, maybe doing a little stretching. I also did yoga for the first time yesterday, again, in so long, and that felt really good. I mean, it hurt, but it also felt really good. So I really just need to move my body, just move this stagnant energy, get it all out, move around, and yeah. So I'm gonna make some food, do some reading, and then I will update you a little bit later. Okay, so I just finished my first kind of real reading sprint. I read through the rest of chapter 17. I'm on page 187 out of 346, so I have 159 pages left to read. With the pace that I'm going at currently, I don't know that I'll be able to finish that tonight. We'll see though. Right now I'm going to do one of my sort of moving around breaks, one of my productive breaks. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but it is snowstorming outside and I love it. Something just so cozy about it, and I feel like it's the perfect weather for what I'm doing today. A lot of reading. In fact, I think I'm going to make myself a little London fog. It's a little late in the day for it, but maybe it won't be too bad. It's 3:39 right now. I think I just want something kind of cozy and warm, so I'm going to make that while I clean up and do my little productive break, and then I'll get back into some reading. Okay, so I just did a 25-minute reading sprint. I think I'll be doing like Pomodoro style sprints, although the breaks in between are gonna be 10 minutes, 10 to 15, and not 5. Anyway, in that sprint, I read through chapter 18, and I was actually really happy to realize that even though I could still see that this needs some work, especially on the line level, it felt really good to realize that I'm enjoying it again. Like, I'm actually enjoying reading it again. I feel really relieved about that, because for a while when things were really bad, especially last week, I was scared, because it really just, everything that I read, it just felt awful, and I was feeling like the story wasn't worth trying to publish and trying to get right. And it just feels so good to be like feeling like I'm coming out of that. There's definitely still a lot of work to be done, but I've definitely come a very long way, and I'm very close to having this done. Not only am I close, but like I feel, another thing that I also really struggled with was just feeling like there was too much for me to do to get this story to a good place, that there was too much that I'd have to do and that I wasn't good enough to do it. That was a big thing going through my mind while things were really bad, and right now I'm feeling like, yeah, there's still like a little bit of stuff that I need to definitely tweak and do to get this book ready, but I feel capable. Like, I feel like I generally know what the things are that I need to do, and I feel like I can do it, and I feel like I can do it well. So I don't know, I'm really glad to just be kind of feeling that again, to be feeling like I can do this. I'm not feeling super great physically today, unfortunately, but my mood is definitely a lot lighter, so I'm really grateful. Okay, so I finished chapter 18 and 19. I'm partway through chapter 20. And honestly, reading this last chapter felt really good. I really liked the last chapter. I mean, there's definitely stuff I need to fix, but I liked it. I really liked it. And it feels good to like feel good about it again. It feels good to not hate my writing, like to not hate something that I love to do. So yeah, I mean, I'm still feeling a bit stressed about kind of how far behind I am. I mean, I know that I can change. I'm totally okay with changing my rough publishing timeline. I know when roughly I'd like to publish this book. Ideally, I'd like to publish it at that time, but if I need to move it another month or two, like I can do that. Like, I'm not against that, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't need to feel rushed. Yeah, I'm still feeling a little bit stressed because I do still also need to have this ready by April 7th, although I've been considering reaching out to my copy editor and seeing if she's willing to start a little bit later. But we'll see. We'll see. Once I start draft 6, once I kind of get a sense of what my pace is, before the end of this month, I'll have a good sense of whether or not I'll make the April 7th deadline, whether I think I'll have enough time to do a good enough job to make it for that deadline. But yeah, even though I am still feeling a little bit stressed, a little bit overwhelmed, I am feeling a lot better, like so much better than I was a week ago. Imposter syndrome is no joke. It really is no joke. Anyway, I think right now I'm going to take a little bit of a longer break. I'm going to be doing something that I haven't done in a while, a long time. I think what I'm gonna do right now is actually go out and walk around in the snow a little bit. I've been trying to prioritize doing things that feel a little bit more childlike and just magical and whimsical. And I remember loving playing in the snow when I was a kid, and I haven't really done that in over 2 decades probably at this point. I just haven't really been out in the snow, you know, like just for no reason other than to just be in the snow. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go out for a little bit of a walk for maybe 15-20 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and do a little bit more reading. I want to get a lot of reading done tonight. I don't think I'll finish tonight, but I'd love to get as much reading done as possible so that tomorrow I can just finish it up and then do the scene cards. Yeah, there's a lot to do, and I just love that I'm feeling like a little motivated again. Like I'm feeling motivated again. I'm feeling hopeful. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm very grateful. So yeah, I'm gonna go walk in the snow.
I was out there alone, moving from station to station. I've been searching for the right one, but I was ready for something more.
So it's the next day. It's Monday. It's February 17th. I woke up this morning with my period, so that's lovely. I'm in a little bit of pain. I have my hot water bottle here, so I'm just gonna take it easy today. It's great because it's still really snowy outside. I have nowhere to go, nowhere to be. All I'm focusing on today is finishing the read through. I didn't vlog again yesterday after I came inside from going out in the snow, which, oh my god, I loved it so much. I just walked to the park that's near my condo, and oh my god, it felt so good. It felt so good. And then when I came home, I just made some dinner. I watched a movie. I wasn't feeling all that well physically, and that kind of triggered my health anxiety, so I didn't really do any more reading. But today we're getting an earlier start. It's almost 10 a.m. I have about this much left to read. I think I can do that in the next couple of hours. So we're just gonna be doing the same kind of thing I did yesterday. I'm gonna be alternating between sort of reading sprints and then productive like movement, doing chores, breaks. I think that'll be really good. I'll probably do 25-30 minute reading sprints and then do 10 to 15 minute breaks. So yeah, enough yapping. I'm gonna get into my first reading sprint of the day. I do need to make breakfast soon. I haven't eaten yet today, but I think I'm gonna start with a 25-minute reading sprint and then we'll go from there.
Knee-jerk reaction is fight or flight. First sign of color, I run and hide. But you came like rain on a summer night, and I think you're rewiring my mind. I've been taking cover under my skin, but I wanna step outside and take it all in. 'Cause baby, it's like a light storm to be yours. Thunder crashing till the sky's torn. You're like a light storm, a light storm.
Okay, so it's a little while later. It's about 1:48 p.m. I'm on chapter 27. I just finished chapter 26, so I have about this much left to read. I definitely feel like I'm crashing. I'm very low energy right now. I'm very sleepy. I took a little bit of a longer break to eat breakfast and stuff, and then I did a longer sprint to do some reading just now. So I think what I'm going to do for my little productive break right now is make a London fog. I'm hoping the bit of caffeine in Earl Grey tea will be enough to re-energize me. I really want to get through this last bit as quickly as possible. I'm thinking as a little bit of a reward, as a little bit of a celebration for actually finally finishing this read through. I think I'm on my period, right? And I mean, I like chocolate any day, but especially on my period, like I want chocolate. I want chocolate. So either I'm gonna go to a Shoppers Drug Mart and buy some chocolate, or I might make some brownies. I do have all of the ingredients. I have the technology. I should really just make some brownies. And I've been wanting to make brownies. I'm feeling a little lazy and I kind of just want like chocolate. Like I just want to eat chocolate without any of the work. But we'll see. I'm also really trying to not spend a lot of money this year, just in general. So I think because I do have everything I need, I'm pretty sure, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure I have everything I need to make brownies. I think I'm just gonna make some brownies. I'm gonna do a little baking once I finish reading through this book, and it'll be fun. It'll be a nice little celebration and also a bit of chocolate. I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make a London Fog, then I'm gonna get back into some more reading, and we're gonna power through, okay? I'm hoping in the next 2 hours I can get through this. I have been going a little bit faster just because I'm not stopping as often for every little thing. I really have been enjoying these last couple of chapters, so it's been feeling good. I mean, I'm still very much seeing things that are not great about it and things I need to fix, but it really does not feel as hopeless and as bad as it was feeling last week or the week before. So I know that there's going to be some work to do for sure in these next couple of chapters, but for now I'm feeling pretty good. So I think I just need to get up, walk around a little bit, make my little tea latte, and then get back into some reading. I did it. I have finished the read-through of Draft 5 of Ben. And while there is still a lot of work to do, I feel really good. I feel really good. I feel tired, but I feel really good. Definitely this read-through took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Definitely a lot longer than it should have, but you know, life is lifin', and sometimes things just take a little bit longer than you thought they would. But I'm so proud of myself for finally finishing this read through. Now we're moving forward. I can finally do the prep work and then start draft 6. It feels doable again. I feel marginally confident again that I can get this done, get everything ready. Yeah, that being said, it's about 5 p.m. right now. It's 5 p.m. I think I need a little air. I might just even walk out onto my balcony. After I've had dinner and made the brownies, I'm going to start working on making the scene cards for Ben. I don't know how long it'll take me, but I essentially just want to have a card for every scene, and on that card I just want to write what happens in that scene, like the purpose of that scene and what chapter it's in, and then I think that's it. I think that's all I really need on those cards. And then once I finish those, I can really start kind of prepping for draft 6. We'll see if I get that done tonight. My goal is to get it done tonight, but I also have a couple other little things I gotta get done tonight. So we'll work on that, but yeah, I'm gonna go make some dinner, make some brownies. I will show you what the brownies look like. I don't think I've ever made brownies from absolute scratch before. I've definitely made like box brownies and stuff, but I don't think I've ever made brownies from scratch, so we'll see how those turn out. I'm gonna make that and then we'll chat a little bit later. I'll have some closing thoughts for this vlog and moving forward. I've been using for the rest of my life. Hiding my obsession, I once was poison ivy. Every time you're loving me, the rest of my life.
More than just right. I love for you went viral.
Brownies are currently in the oven doing their thing, getting delicious for me. While the brownies are baking, I'm just gonna close off this vlog. I'm gonna give my final thoughts. I have my scene cards ready to write on. I'm actually very excited. I think this is enough. I'll probably start on this tomorrow though while I'm at work. Ugh, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. This extra day off has been so helpful. It's been so helpful. I really needed today in so many ways, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I had this extra day off. So yeah, I'll probably get to this tomorrow, and I'll finish it up tomorrow. I'll start at work, and then I'll finish it up in the evening. I'm not anticipating it taking too long, but who knows? Who knows? I feel like everything that I just do everything in slow motion. Reading through the rest of this draft today took so much longer than I thought it would. It just took so long. It took so long. I am such a slow reader, and I thought I was going quickly. I felt like I was Speedy Gonzalez reading through these last couple chapters, but I wasn't. But that's okay, we got it done. We got it done. One quick update actually is that I did reach out to my copy editor. I figured, you know what? I'm still gonna aim for the 7th, but I figured why not ask her and see if she's okay with pushing the start date back another week or two. If not, then definitely I'll make the 7th work, but if I can just give myself a little bit more time, a little more breathing room, why not? So I reached out to her, she said it was totally fine, no problem at all, so we moved the date to April 21st instead of the 7th, so I have about 2 extra weeks. I'm definitely going to use up every single second of those 2 extra weeks, I am sure, but I feel pretty good about that. I feel like I have a little bit more room to really finesse and get this book to where I want it to be, where it needs to be for copy edits. Right now, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good imposter syndrome wise. I feel like I'll be able to get through this next draft pretty quickly and then be able to do another pass with just like line level edits. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. As I'm sure you know, imposter syndrome is intense. It's intense, it's very debilitating, and it's so unpredictable. Like one day you could love what you're doing and feel so confident and feel motivated and on top of the world, and the next you just feel like everything you've ever written and every choice you've ever made that's gotten you here was the wrong one, and everything is awful. Everything you've ever written is awful, and I'm feeling really good to not be in that so deeply. There's still bits of it kind of clinging on, you know, but for the most part I'm feeling good, and that feels good. So yeah, I'm just going to try to ride this high a little bit, continue to push through, keep working on this novel. I know that it's so worth getting ready to publish. I know that it's worth putting out there and sharing with the world. I know that at least one person is going to read this book and feel like and think this book is exactly what they needed. I really want that for somebody, and I really don't want to deny the potential of that happening for somebody. I don't want to deny somebody that experience. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We are going to continue to push through, to push on, and get this book ready for publication. As far as updates otherwise, I still don't have a title for this book. I still don't have a blurb for this book. I'm stressing about that. Yesterday, I did come up with another title, but it's not the one. It's not quite the one yet. It's not the one yet. So we are still working on that. Still working on it. I know that it's going to come to me. I know that it's going to come to me exactly when I need it to. I need it to come to me now. That would really help with my anxiety, but I know that it's going to come to me. I know the perfect title is out there, and I just need to be open. I just need to be open and wait for it to find me. It's got to find me. Baking makes me so thirsty. So yeah, I am going to close off this vlog, but first I'm going to get my brownies. I think they're ready. I'll do a little taste test, and then we'll say our goodbyes, okay? Look at it. Look at it. I did also add some, there's just like a chunk of them here. I did also add these little like caramel chips that I had. They're basically like butterscotch. Oh, it smells so good. So they look pretty good. They look fudgy. All right, let's see. Hold on. I love baking. It's giving me heartburn, but I don't even care. I feel like I'm really bright. Am I really bright? Anyway, I'm gonna finish stuffing my face with this off camera, but I am gonna close off this vlog. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your writing is going, how your February is going, what you're reading, what you're watching. Let me know all the things. And I want to thank everybody again for leaving all those super sweet comments on my last vlog. They mean so much to me. I feel so supported. I feel so loved, and yeah. Thank you. And thank you so much for watching. If you got to the end of this video, comment down below, stay gold, because you are golden. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.